calm down, catch a fire, calm down. These are play good. Here's what we're dealing with in Jamaica. How many times must these children ask before we hear? Just before we go, I'm going to invite the president of Integrity Children's Fund, Carl Chambers, just to take us home with a special appeal. Could you welcome him as he comes, please?
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. We're having a good time, and I really appreciate you coming out to celebrate with us. I got introduced to the streets of Western Kingston in the 1980 elections, a very violent election in the history of Jamaica. I was a young officer in the Jamaica Defense Force. I commanded a troop of armored cars, and I patrolled those streets, years of Rima, Tivoli, Jungle, in search of gunmen, oftentimes waiting to be fired on so I could return effective fire. And during those days, I came to the realization that life in those communities was of little value. What I didn't realize back in 1980, as a young man, is that 25 years later, I would go back into those communities, but with a different mission, not with guns and bullets, but with the love of Jesus, in search of illiterate teenagers to educate them, to change their lives. And that is the story of Integrity Children's Fund. That is the mission that we are on. And so we're having fun tonight, but our mission is a big one. We're literally changing lives. But I need your help tonight to achieve that mission. Come next month, January, we need to increase the income into the fund by $1,200 US every month. Why? First of all, we're going to take $600 and we're going to support a new school just outside of Montego Bay, a community called Flower Hill. This school in Flower Hill takes in children from the troubled community of Flankers, which overlooks the airport in Montego Bay. Flankers started out in the early 60s as a squatter community. And every day they bus children from that community, illiterate teens, up to this school in Flower Hill to be educated. And they've been begging us to support them. The other 600, we're going to increase our giving to the other 3 schools that we support, 2 in Trenchtown and 1 in the hills of St. Andrew, Peters Rock. Each of them will get $200. And for those of you who are the accountants doing the math, we're getting $1,200 and we're giving $1,200. We're not keeping any of it. And the reason why we can do that is because none of us get paid. We're all professionals. The idiot on the stage here is a medical doctor. We don't need to support him, thank God. We don't have a building, we don't have those kind of expenses. So we're very efficient in terms of the funds that we raise. This year, the Operation Restoration Christian School, which is a school in Trenchtown that we support, which takes in illiterate teens from age 9 upwards and educate them, put up 13 students to take the grade 9 achievement test, which is taken at about age 15. And all 13 were successful. Those are 13 changed lives. 6 of them are now attending the Jamaica College. And 2 to 3 years ago, they were illiterate. They could not read or write. So here's the plan. If 120 of you in here tonight, and we have about 400 or 500 of us here, 120 of you will each give me $10 a month. Commit yourself, $10 every month, starting from January. That will give us the $1,200. $10. That's a lunch money. Some of you have a big appetite. Maybe $50 is your lunch money. I'll accept that as well. But that's my appeal to you. I want you to open this book. And at the back, there's a form, a pledge form. I'm asking you, please, to complete the form. If you can give more than the 10 per month, then please commit to do that. Join us as we seek to change lives in Jamaica. And we believe if we can educate and eliminate the problem of teenage illiteracy in Jamaica, then we will indeed change the nation. Thank you so much. I want to wish you a holy Christmas and a blessed 2010. Before I go, I want to recognize a few folks. Dr. Chris Parker. He's always the producer and the performer. You know, he's the chief guy in all of this. And of course, the picnic them. And in fact, they are your picnic them. Also want to recognize the hardworking planning committee headed by Pauline McCalla. Is Pauline in here? She's probably outside working. Greg Burnett, Kevin Booth, Master Coward. Thank them so much for the hard work, for making tonight a success, and thank you for coming out. As you leave the auditorium, we're going to be collecting these forms. So please, fill it out, drop it out. Even if it's $10 a month, as long as you're faithful. Thank you so much.